So many books to read and so little time. My husband, I think he would have liked what I've done here. He so loved books. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or The Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it. Who doesn't? Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us. Omega the Last Days. Huh. I can't say I've heard of it, but this looks fascinating. I hope this suffices. I know what I'm reading tonight. Oh, Moby Dick! I had 2 copies. I foolishly sold both. I'm happy to have it returned to my collection. Thank you. War of the Worlds. Need I say more? Here, take my money. I almost want to close up the shop. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing you have I don't have or am interested in. Sorry. Let's see.
Hey, stranger. I think your ship's missing something. Me? I'm the best survivalist around, and I'm looking for work. You interested?
Just be safe, all right?
I know a lot about firearms, and I'm one hell of a shot. You can trust me to back you up in any fight we come across. And that goes double for hunting aliens. I've gone toe-to-toe with creatures that make your head spin, and I've barely broken a sweat.
Mark my words, he'll be back in 2 weeks tops. And I look forward to seeing you then, my friend. Safe travels in the meantime.
He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow? You're right. I'm sorry. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him. Always good to speak with a friend. Yes, please. He is a quiet man, reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments. It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. Did not feel that was right. I hope this is not a mistake. I do not know, not for sure. I did not see them fall that day, and I suppose I have hoped they survived. I admit I have not investigated before now, at least in part because of what I feared I might learn. House Varun is in a distant corner of space, far away from the rest of the settled systems. While this serves our interests, it can also pose challenges. Many critical resources are scarce, and diplomatic relations with the United Colonies and Freestar Collective were tense at the best of times. It was the most practical way to acquire what we need, without raising too many questions. It still is. All right. If you have more questions, I shall do my best to answer them. Very good.
You meet Aggie yet? Tough as if you need something to ease the pain, I can set you up. Yeah, something I got back when I was an irresponsible kid. There's a lot of things I'd probably do differently if I had a second chance. But hey, that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Sure. What do you want?
If you're here about the blood stain, I'll get to it when I get to it.
You must be a tourist. Aquila locals know better than to interrupt a man when he's drinking alone. Take it easy. I meant no offense. I'm not the best with people. But since we're already talking, I guess I ought to introduce myself. My name's Ezekiel. Some folks around town call me Easy. Is there something I can do for you? That's right there in my name. Ezekiel. People called me that when I was a kid, and that stuck. And I kindly ask that you move along. I don't do small talk, especially not with strangers.
This bar may be tougher than you can handle. If you got credits, spend them with Ethan. Or Lee. You surprised or disappointed? It's my name on the outside, isn't it? Been here too damn long to let someone else come in and muck it up. Hell, even finding decent help isn't worth the trouble half the time. Ethan's got half a brain in his head, seems like, so maybe he'll work out. More and more as time goes on. Plenty of folks looking to get out from under the thumb of the UC, or taking their first steps to being independent. City's been slow to keep up with all the new people. Took them forever to put up the outer walls, and at this rate, they'll need to expand again soon. You'd better know your limit. Don't want to be picking you up off the floor in an hour. You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon. I don't know. You tell me. You're the one blundering in here with her in tow, asking questions. I heard ya, ain't deaf. She didn't ruin Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere? Forgive me if I don't take you at your word. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough. Look, I've seen all kinds of sad sacks over the years. Most of them brought it on themselves. He was no different. Got himself in over his head, mixed up in something he shouldn't have been. Still, not pretty to watch the slide down afterwards. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla too, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove them.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand. You're right. We should focus on finding him.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
I wish I had thought to check on Aaron sooner.
Ethan handles all the orders. You get that inventory done?
Sure did.
And you put in that order with Shepard?
I'm looking for work. You hiring?
Damn sight more reliable than my last bartender.
That's because rumor has it if I don't stay on your good side, I'm liable to lose a body part.
Don't go believing everything you hear about me, Nash. Most of it, sure, but maybe not that much.
While I got your ear, I did want to say something. I ain't the best at expressing gratitude, but it really means a lot, you giving me this chance. Thank you for that.
Well, you've proved your worth, so I might even let you stick around a little while. As long as you don't go getting too mushy on me, that is.
Not a chance. Might not be the biggest selection in town, but our liquor gets the job done as well as any. I can guarantee you.
We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience. You are more diplomatic than I would be. One more reason I am glad to have you with me. I'm eager to reach Hyla too, and speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety. Yes, please. Another time.
Coming in loud and clear. You heard about this Elios retreat that's going up on Ixil 2? Friend of mine made it sound like it's supposed to be some kind of resort for criminals. I must have heard him wrong. Let me just get my...
Landing sites clear. All green here. Good day, Captain.
Say something if you see things worth investigating. We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now. You do have your moments, yes. But it sounds like he has been on edge for years now. I would hate to make the situation even worse. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him. glad it is in your hands.
Destroyed him!
thought I saw something. I need to be sure. I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Oh, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. She has been for as long as I have known her. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him. Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik. Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Barun. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Barun, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him. It is hardly that simple. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den. Best not to leave anything useful behind. Ever the opportunist, aren't you?
up already. see what's on this ball.
Hello.
If you need to harvest any organic materials, now would be the time. It's a fine day for a drive, is it not? What does your scanner reveal? Every world with living things is a treasure. Let us see what wonders of life this planet hosts. Do you see anything useful?
Why walk? And host.
have anything of value? One less target.